Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Michigan here with a long overdue replay from HibikiShim Penguin. We're just going to call him Penguin because I'm not doing that every time. He's here in his Cromwell B in a tier 8 game, so he's bottom tier here on the highway map. And he's going to show us just what the Cromwell B is capable of against equal and higher tiered opponents, as that's all he has to fight against in this map. So Hibiki has decided to, or Penguin, I guess we decided we were going to call him. Penguin has decided to go across the field, across the river, down to A1. But seeing as there are only 2 tier 6 light tanks going with him, and a tier 6 light in the middle, he's decided he's going to get out of that situation. The enemy team, however, are not fazed by the 2 Russian lights at all, and they are just full sending in the corner. So 2 Cromwells have gone over there, as well as a Leo, and there's a VK and a Panther close behind. Penguin is going to stop here on the reverse side of the slope to try and help out the T-52 with the Cromwell. Cromwell's going to ram the T-52, taking him out, and Penguin is going to finish the Cromwell off for his first kill of the game and the team's second. He manages to get 2 good shots into the Cromwell before he gets behind cover, and the MT-25 is making a run for it, as I probably would have as well. Panther is just going to hang out in the open. And the Cromwell B doesn't have the greatest accuracy at range, and so Penguin is going to load a PCR. Manages to get 1 shell into the Panther there before he gets behind that building, and he has a moment to rest and get into cover before these enemy tanks decide to close the gap. Taking a punt there at the T-50-2, quite a difficult tank to hit, as well as the fairly slow shell velocity on the Cromwell B's standard rounds, 785. And while we have a second, let's go over the ammunition types of the Cromwell B so you can see what he's working with, as he double bushes and starts to take rounds or fire rounds at this VK30-01D. So he has AP, which is 135 damage at 145 pen, and some nice APCR rounds with 202 pen as well. HE rounds aren't that great, 175 for 38 penetration. Not the greatest, that's fairly standard across tier 6, 5, 6, and 7 opponents, or tanks. So, only brought 4 of those, maybe for some lighter vehicles, such as that artillery on the enemy team. So, Penguin still only has 1 kill. He's up to 999 damage, looking for that 1,000 mark. Not going to get it, but he is going to get a kill on that Panther for 64 damage, putting him just over 1,000 now. He also has 208 assists. Nothing crazy, but he's got something. Looking for a shot there on that VK30-01P, tier 6 German heavy tank. Again, slow shell velocity isn't doing him any favors. Just manages to catch the back end of that VK, getting 1 shell into him. Looking for another one. Again, just a tough tank to shoot with range. And he is going to get 1 more. Looking for another one. 1 more on the VK. Is the VK going to back into him? Nope, he misses that one. I think he was expecting it to hit. And instead, the Steyr Waffenträger, Butch Buchanan, 14X, I guess, is going to finish off the VK from the center there on the opposite side of the road. So now it is 6-6. Penguin's team is up 265 health. It looks like they have solid control of the city as they push the enemy team all the way out the back. And they are now pushing them down the hill towards their own cap. However, Penguin over here has now been joined by a charioteer, and so he feels okay leaving this position, and he's going to start to work somewhere else. The Steyr Waffenträger and the Super Hellcat over there, Oliver Q, are still supporting the middle. The artillery is still okay, SU-8, and then there is a T-34-85 coming back to the middle. Not sure what his goal is, but random battles, you never know. So Penguin has decided to cut laterally across the 7 line, and is now making a rush for the bridge, looking to progress this game. Very ballsy move there by Penguin, but if it works, it works, and we're about to find out if it works. So the dangers of this is that you can come out of this riverbed, and there may be tanks sniping you. However, he's accounted for most of the enemy vehicles, other than that Super Hellcat and the T-34, who have not been lit, so he's willing to take the risk. Did get spotted there on the high side. He's going to immediately get down and start making his way back, taking fire there from, it looks like, the K-line towards where those heavies are trying to get into the city. But that shell is going to go very far away. There's another impact on the hill right in front of him. Penguin actually pings it. I believe he thinks maybe it's a Super Hellcat. I guess it could be the T-34. But there, right there, is a Leo. And the Leo is going to go straight for the Super Hellcat. Not great for the Super Hellcat, who probably isn't going to last much longer. There's Leo. Penguin gets hit by artillery, taking 287. And now he's going to have to contend with a higher tiered medium tank. Luckily, the Leo there, Saxon, is on low health. But he comes around the corner and is hit by a Cromwell. They are bringing him down to just half of his health. Trying to use some auto aim there, not getting anything, looking for one more shell. Unfortunately, those aren't going to hit either. So a little bit unlucky there, getting hit by the artillery, then the Cromwell, and then he wasn't able to connect with the Cromwell as well. But he is up to 1,400 damage and 460 HP. So still occupying this position. His team is now down 2 vehicles though. However, they're up by a measly 26 hit points. T-3045 has decided to join Penguin down here in the riverbed. And it'll be nice to have a second vehicle to help take out some of this Tier 7, Tier 6, and Tier 8 vehicle who are in Penguin's proximity. The Tiger 1 has taken out the BZ-58, so taking out one of the Tier 7s, and there's some impacts there from the T-50-2, looking to use the push there, but the Stayer Waffen Trigger once again takes that vehicle out. Cromwell B comes up, looking for shots, just dunks one in the ridgeline. Not a great series so far for Penguin these last few minutes. Takes one from the Cromwell, gives one to the Cromwell, just trading back and forth. The UDES finishes off the T-34, and Penguin finishes off the Cromwell. Tavares there. Now, no seconds to waste. There is the Leo, but the Stayer Waffenträger once again takes out that vehicle. Probably to Penguin's relief. Not sure, he may have taken that vehicle out, but it would have been quite a disaster to take 240 damage there. Possibly more from that Leo, who actually hits for 240, one of the higher alpha guns there at Tier 7. And he has now sent Buchanan a platoon invite, as they both have 3 kills. As long as they both stay alive, they should be good to go for a Brothers in Arms medal. However, Penguin is going to have to survive this battle to be able to get that medal, and he is only on 291 health. They're now up to 10-10, even scores there. However, they are down 700 hit points, so pretty much a full Tier 6. And Penguin is making his way back to his second position, or first position, I guess you could say, over here in A6. Still a Carnarvon and a UDES-03, both fairly dangerous vehicles on the enemy team, while Penguin's team only has a low health Charioteer left. Looks like Penguin goes almost AFK here for a little bit, though he should be back in due time. There we go. And he is just covering this push, maybe thinking that this UDES-03 is going to try and progress the game for his team down the A-line. Carnarvon gets lit on the opposite side, and the Penguin decides that he is going to get aggressive again. 291 health to work with. He unfortunately cannot take a hit from the UDES-03, who I believe hits for 320 damage, though he can take a hit from any of the other vehicles, unless of course he gets hit directly with a penetrating hit from the artillery. And we may or may not be seeing that vehicle later on. Still down 700 health. We're going to see what Penguin spots over here, working up into the ridge line over here at A1 and A2. Just scans it briefly, doesn't want to go too high, as anything on the E3 area where the UDES is could potentially spot him. Making his way over, looking at the low ground, doesn't have any support, as the Stayer Waffenträger is now platoon mate, who has accepted the invite, is actually out of render range. However, the Waffenträger is going to push into the low ground to try and support Penguin over here as he hunts this UDES-03 down. And UDES is exactly where he last was. Penguin's going to make use of the auto aim, taking out the UDES ammo rack, and is now going to use his mobility to start to hit this UDES in the rear. The Stayer doesn't have any shots, as there's a building in the way over there. Already just shoots right over his head. Still looking for shots. 137, just one more shot. The Stayer misses, and Penguin is going to pick up his 4th kill, 7th for the platoon, with the kill of that UDES-03. Didn't take a single hit. Actually, he did. He took 12 damage there by bumping into the UDES, one of the dangerous things of nudging higher tier vehicles. The weight and armor difference means that you will most certainly take damage. However, he did deal 16 damage to that vehicle. He took a hit from a unspotted T-3045, who is now lit. And Penguin has a tough decision to make. He is going to avoid that T-30-45, as he is most certainly will not be able to survive that engagement, and he sees the artillery. Make sure not to drive off the cliff. Gets a miss from the Super Hellcat, and now he's going to hunt this AMX-13F3 down. It's actually pretty quick. He knows he's just fired. Very risky position there for that AMX, and with 3 shots, he's going to take down that Tier 6 French artillery. Dodging shells all the way. There's the T-30-45. He's going to go left and cut this T-30-45 off. Their Waffenträger's coming in, using auto-aim here to great effect, and just focusing on his driving. T-30-45 missed again. There we go, he hits, but luckily it only hits the track, and one more shell knocks out the T-34 driver, as we can see with his eagle eye. T-34 finally hits him, and Butch Buchanan there finishes off the T-34 for his 5th kill, or sorry, for his 4th kill. Penguin's got 5, 9 total. Can they get 10 kills? They can. Buchanan finishes off the Carnarvon there for the platoon's 10th kill and the team win. So, great job there, Penguin. Let's take a look at the post-game stats. Alright, so what replays wasn't working, but luckily Penguin has emailed the battle results to me. So, Mastery Badge there, Ace Tanker. You got Fire for Effect, Fighter, Duelist, Bruiser, and Hand of God. He also managed to get Liva Hasso's medal for, I believe, killing 2 medium tanks or heavy tanks that can't mouse over that were 1 tier ahead of him, as well as the Brothers in Arms. They were actually 2 short from a crucial contribution. Let's go to the next one. Top of his team there, 3,779 damage. That would be a great result for a tier 8 vehicle. 5 kills, 1,750 base XP there. Fantastic. Top of his team. Big shout out there to Butch Buchanan there, 14X, and the Stair Waffenträger, who really did help out Penguin, making sure that he didn't take any additional hits from any of the vehicles that he was engaging there. So great job to him. Also getting a Brothers in Arms medal. Fired 53 shells, one of the things I love about lower tiers. 34 hits, 31 of which penetrated. So great result there. Really aiming his shots and utilizing premium ammunition where needed. Received 6 hits, 3 pens, 2 non-pens. That's actually a pretty good result, especially for being in tier 8 with a Cromwell B, which I believe doesn't really have much more than 70 millimeters of armor everywhere. So good result there. Managed to stay alive. 85,000 credits earned. Obviously, it's a premium tank, but it's tier 6. Holiday Ops bonus, 42,000. Battle payments there from the clan, 25,000 credits, as class is currently running battle payments during the entire month of December. So total profited 104 after all of his boosts and multipliers and crazy things. 19,163 XP and 990 free XP. So pretty much almost a full crew book there. I don't know if that's divided among crew or what, but thank you so much for watching. And Penguin, thank you for submitting this if you're watching it. And I will catch you all in the next one. See ya.